to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you my completed pages for September 2022. I am super late filming this video. We're kind of approaching the end of October, so I do just want to apologise, but if you've seen my community post you'll understand my absence from YouTube. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So first I'm going to show you some of my 10 books to complete in 2022 books. The first one is Little Fairies Stained Glass Colour by Number. This is by Sun Life Drawing, and I have now completed this book. I completed it on the 8th of September. And so these are the pages that I completed, and these are done with alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Statler dual ended, and I think there's a Sharpie in here as well. So it's really nice actually to have oh really? I need you to mind, mush. Good boy. So yeah, you guys know that I love these books, and so it's really nice actually to have another one of these finished. I have had to sort of patch the book up a little bit with some washi tape in places because it was starting to fall apart. Yeah, it's really lovely to have this one crossed off the list. Yeah, there wasn't any bonus pages in that one. So that is Little Fairies Stained Glass Colour by Number. Next in my 10 books to complete is Spooklets Volume 1 by the gorgeous Carla Magana. And where is the page flag? Oh, it was this one. And this was just a ridiculously quick and easy page. I don't know if I need to come up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to help at all. I've got a different desk now. It's a second-hand one I bought, oh my gosh, about 6 months ago. So we're finally set up. But yeah, this was all alcohol markers, and then we've got some black jelly roll glaze on her, some jelly roll moonlight, gold Posca, Uniball Signo metallic silver here, and glittering gold on her eyes. And then I used some Nuvo Pure Sheen loose glitter, and I added that to some areas of the spider webs. And then I used my gold Uni metallic paint marker, and I just wrote on here, I put a spell on you and now you're mine. So yeah, I thought that was really cute, and like I said, super quick and easy. Hey Mush, are you helping? You helping me? So there is that one. And then the last of my 10 to complete books that I worked in was Lines, Dots, Quest, Animals, Colour by Number, and this is by Sun Life Drawing. And it looks like I didn't mark this either, but it was just that one. And this was, just looks like water-based markers on that one. I love how beautiful and vibrant that turned out. It's really lovely, but I do need to get a wiggle on if I'm going to get this finished by December, which I don't know. I don't know, but that was the last of my 10 to complete that I worked it on. And next I'm moving into my colour by numbers, and in September, shock horror, I only worked in one Disney book, and this is Disney Love Stories Karaz Mister by Hachette Heroes, and I think, I'm not sure if it was both of these or just this one. I can't remember. I've been asleep since then. And again, this was done with water-based markers. There's some black Posca here, and then I've just written on there Kisses for Thumper with my uni ball. Oh my goodness, sorry, my uni metallic gold paint marker. Very cute. So next I have Square Halloween colour by number, and this is by the Belba family, and I coloured this one, and this is all done using fine liners and Arteza retractable gel pens, and as you can see I used the X method on that one and this one. So these are, you know, when you do the X method, they come out really lovely and they're quick to do as well. I do find when it's the small 3mm square boxes, I prefer to do the X method because it's just a little bit much for me to try and block colour. I really like how they turned out. And then we have Stained Glass Mandala Colour by Numbers, and this is by Sun Life Drawing. And the designs in this book were taken from some previous colour by colour books by Kira Shashniva. I've just done two in here. So it was this one, and this was all water-based. Yeah, all water-based markers on that one. And then there is some, some Jelly Roll metallic there. If I hold it up, I've sort of doodled like little flowers and things there. And then I've put down here September rain, and then it's raining, it's pouring because it was a really horrible, rainy, miserable day. And then this one, I think that's it for that one. And then a new to me book that I purchased maybe about 2.5 months ago is Circulism art book Colour by Number Yuletide by Eclipse AJ Cornell, and I coloured this one, and this was all done with water-based markers as well. And I am loving the Circulism books by Eclipse. I absolutely adore them, and I do definitely plan on adding more to my collection. Then we have Colour by Colours Autumn. I completed, okay, just this page in September. The rest of the pages in here for this month. But spoiler alert, this book is now finished. It wasn't on my 10 to complete, So this is just sort of like an additional book that I have completed. But the same with all of Kira's books and Sun Life Drawing. I use a variety of mediums. So we have a mixture of water-based markers, alcohol markers, and the red-orange colour is actually a Sharpie. So there's that one. Then we have colour by number for adults, animal stencils. This is the extended edition with 50 colouring pages, and this is by a Sun Life Drawing. Okay, so I've done 2 in here. So this is for, well, that says August Colour Your Hoard. Maybe that was completed in August. But yeah, we have water-based markers and alcohol markers. And same for this one. I do prefer the ones on the black background, but I love that they alternate between the black and white backgrounds. I just think that's really, really lovely. So there's that one. I then pulled out 100 Best Adult Colour by Numbers. This is by Sun Life Drawing. It says this is for August as well. So maybe I completed this before. Sorry, after I had filmed my August pages. I can't remember. If you're seeing this for the second time, I do apologise. But it says here, hashtag August Colour Your Hoard, and that's hosted by the beautiful ladies Lavella and T from T's World of Adult Colouring. Oh, and I used water-based and alcohol markers on that one. I feel really out of practice, so I do apologise. Okay, next is Colour by Numbers for Adults by the Sea Mosaics. Again, this is by Sun Life Drawing, and I completed this one. And this was a mix of alcohol markers and water-based markers as well. I love how these turn out. They're so pretty. As you can see, lots of blues and turquoises. There's another page here. Yeah, that one. Oh, so what? Okay, my orange marker had yellowing on it. That's okay. It can be covered. It's not a problem. And then this is my second copy of World of Mice Stained Glass Colour by Number. Again, this is by Sun Life Drawing. So this is World of Mice Stained Glass Colour by Number. Again, that says August Colour Your Hoard. Why am I feeling like I'm showing you some of these books again? Oh no, okay, right. This one's got this one says here 1st of September. Okay, I'm not completely losing it. I did spill coffee on my desk there. I don't know if you can see. I've got it on the edge of the book. So again, this is alcohol markers and water-based markers. Next, I have another new book to me that I purchased about 2 months ago, and this is Such and Such Davis Stained Glass Halloween Colour by Number. And I've coloured just the one page, and it's this one. And it was all done with alcohol markers, and then around here for this border bit I used a black Posca pen. And so this is for hashtag September Colour Your Hoard 2022. another new book is my first ever Alice Mills publishing book, and I love it, and I can definitely see why people love these books and what the fuss is about. I just had so much fun working in this one, and it's fair to say that I'm hooked, and I would love to add more of these to my colour by number collection as well. So this is Halloween Spooks Mosaic Colour by Number by Alice Mills Publishing, and this is the premium paper edition. And I have seen people say before that it's best to work from the back of the book and work forward, so that if you use alcohol markers, you're not then sort of bleeding through onto this key here on the left page. So this one was done with, again, a mixture of alcohol markers and water-based markers, and I love it. I just think that's so cool. I definitely want to keep this one out, and hopefully get a couple done in here before the end of the month. But yeah, so cool. Then I have Little Witches Stained Glass Colour by Number. This is a book, again, this isn't on my 10 to complete list, but I have been trying to get through it, but I don't know, I might be able to get it done by the end of the year, but if I don't, I'm not too bothered about it. So like I said, this is Little Witches Stained Glass Colour by Number by Sun Life Drawing. And oh, that way. This is alcohol markers and water-based markers. As you can see, I got a few done. Might have to keep this book out as well. Then we have Colour by Number Stained Glass Carpets by Sun Life Drawing. And this is a book that I don't have much left to finish in at all, really. And I coloured this one, and this was alcohol markers and water-based markers also. The colours on this one are really pretty. I love this green. Yeah, so we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages before this one's finished, so I definitely think that is doable before the end of the year. Next we have Colour by Colours Winter by Kira Shashniva, and I coloured just the one in September, and it was this one, and this was alcohol markers and water-based markers. And then I have completed quite a few for October, so you will see them in this month's completed pages. And then finally, for Colour by Colour and Colour by Number, we have Women's World Colour by Number for Adults by Sun Life Drawing, and this was also originally a Colour by Colour by Kira Shashniva. And I coloured this one, and this was for hashtag September Colour Your Hoard 2022, hosted by Lavella and T. The colours on this are so pretty. It looks really, really lovely. I really like the colours of her dress. So there's that one. And now we're on to the non-colour by number. So this is Chibi Girls Colouring Book Volume 3 by April Amber. And in September, I completed 2 split body colours with my youngest daughter Emmy. So this is my side and this is Emmy's, and this was on the 2nd of September. Very cute. And we both coloured the girl with brown hair and brown eyes to look like Emmy. And this one was on the 3rd of September. And you can see we've both used metallic gel pens and stuff on our pages, alcohol markers. So there is that one. I do think I'm going to give this book to Emmy for, oh my gosh, words today, for her to keep hold of, because I know she loves this book, and you know we've done a few buddy colours in here now, so I think I'm going to give her this one. And next I have 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover, and I completed the nameplate page, and this was alcohol markers. There's some gel pen on there, and I've put some autumn stickers here, and a couple of diamantes, just, you know, from little odds and bods that I've got in my sort of just like stickers and bits like that. And I think there's a little bit of Posca here on the toadstools as well. So there's that one. And then I coloured this one. The cat is all done in black Posca. The rest is done in alcohol markers, and then we have a Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic for the raindrops, and a Uniball Signo Metallic Silver. And then I wrote Merlin down here on the cat's tail with a white jelly roll, and I drew a little moon here on him, and just added back in some lines where I had coloured him all black. These were kind of lost under the Posca pen, so I just drew them back in. So yeah, I coloured him after our cat Merlin, who passed away. So there's that one. Again from Camellia Angel Cover, we have 50 Halloween miniatures, and I coloured the nameplate page with alcohol markers, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, and there's the it's an unbranded metallic silver gel pen, and pink jelly roll Moonlight. And then I used a little wolf sticker up here that was in some stickers that my beautiful friend Nikki sent me, so I'll just put him up there. I just thought that was super cute. And then I coloured this one. This was all in alcohol markers as well, and then I've added again silver metallic gel pen. I've added some highlights and sparkles here with a white jelly roll, pink jelly roll Moonlight there, and then again some 3 sparkly fruit stickers there that was sent to me by Nikki. this one, this was a new book to me a while ago. This is Galaxy Queen by Coco Wyo. This is my second Coco Wyo colouring book and I absolutely love it. I saw this going around YouTube and I just thought, oh my gosh, I love the style, you know, I love the design, yeah, everything about it was just amazing. And so I coloured this one. So she is the cover girl of the book here. So as you can see, I use the colours on the front cover as a reference for her. So this was for September Colour Your Hoard 2022. And she also goes for my hashtag, which is Whipping the Whips 2022, because it was a whip for a while. I've got like sticky residue now where I've had that post-it note. That's not good. I don't want that. I don't want that sticking to my page. Let me try and deal with that, and I'll be right back. Okay. So, like I was saying, I have used the colours from the front cover of this one as reference. Could you put the big light on, please? Because it's really dark. That helps. Thank you. So I've used the colours that the artists have used here for the front cover. So on this one, I used my Ohuhu alcohol brush markers, and then to shade her I used my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils and my Faber-Castell Polychromos. I've used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, this beautiful sort of like turquoisey blue here, and then for these little sort of like little dot things here and little beads in her hair, and around the planets and things. I've used Jelly Roll Metallic, White and Stardust. I used a Uniball Signo Metallic Silver, which is, okay, over the little stars here on the planets, I sort of just drew those back in and around these bits here. And then I also used my Calero watercolour paint in the colour bronze for the larger stars here and around the top. And I really like how she turned out. I think I sort of left this to dry at a strange angle when the watercolour was drying, and I might have applied it a bit too thick, because I don't know if you can see this like bumpy texture on a few of the stars, but that's all right. It's done, and I had fun. So that is Galaxy Queen by Coco Wyo. Next is my my first kind of official Christine Karen colouring book. I do have the fledgling Fairies Colouring Heaven, but I treated myself to the Fairy and Fantasy Grayscale Colouring Book Volume 3 by Christine Karen, because I've just sort of fallen in love with her artwork, and I coloured this one. So this is for September Colour Your Hoard, and it's this one. So it reminded me very much of Princess and the Frog. I think I used my Polychromos and my Black Widow pencils on this page, and then I have added a little bit of a dark grey fine liner sort of here and just by the cuffs on her dress. There is a gold metallic gel pen, and then I have added some loose glitter here for her bracelet, And her earrings, I don't know if it's showing up. The weather outside here is really grey and overcast and gloomy. So I do hope it's picking that up. And then there's some here on the crown. And I've put some little red dots of loose glitter there on the frog's crown as well. And although this was sort of quite a lot of layering, I was being really, really light with my layers because I'm not very experienced with Christine's artwork, and so I just really, really wanted to take my time. But I do think now in hindsight that I could have, you know, continued to layer to get a more even look. There is a lot of white space. But I'll be honest, it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, this book is stunning, and quite a few of the images that are in here are in the Fledgling Fairies book. But I'm hoping to get her other grayscale books to add to my collection. So there's that one. Next is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. This is the pocket size colouring book, and this was a whip for such a long time. I finally got it finished. This one. So this was started for May this year, and like I said, I didn't finish it until September. So this also goes for #WhippingTheWhips 2022. So on this one, I used, I have a palette of like super duper inexpensive watercolours. So I used those to just sort of base the page. And then I went in with some Staedtler dual-ended pens for the base of the sea lion. I shaded it with a variety of my Prismas, some Holbein pencils and Caran d'Ache luminance. I used a metallic jelly roll to go over all the black lines in her hair. At first I thought, yeah, that'd be really cool. It became a labour of love. I enjoyed it, but then I did sort of doubt myself a little bit and think, oh my gosh, do I like it, or should I have left them black? But looking at it again now and revisiting it after a while, I quite like it. I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, just a little bit on the shell here and the fish's fins and tails. I don't know if it's picking that up really. And I used both black and white Posca. Black for the border here, and just white to tidy up some of the bubbles in the background. So there's that one. Next I worked in mine Rise of Europa by Rita Berman, and this was a whip as well, and it was this one. So this was done with my Caran d'Ache luminance. Oh my gosh, Caran d'Ache luminance. I think I used some Arteza Expert pencils in a few places, and then I changed to Polychromos. And then I have used some Arteza retractable gel pens and some fine liners. Metallic jelly roll. There's some different colour Posca pen. I've got red and yellow here for the little window boxes. Orange Posca here for the box that the crayons are in. Then we have some Kiliro watercolour paint. for the clouds. And then for the background, I used pan pastels with some Stencils glitter gel over the top, and I also used Nouveau Pure Sheen confetti, and it was the little sort of like the holographic triangles that you can see. I used those as well, and then just to sort of something a bit different and to bring in to sort of tie in with the colours that I had used on the background, I had this washi tape, so I just put a little bit of that down the side. And yeah, I love how that turned out. I think it looks really pretty, and I adore Rita Bauman's books. She has very quickly actually become one of my favourite artists. I do have a bit of bleed through there. What's that from? Okay, so it's from the pink and pencil. Oh my goodness, the pink and purple pencils here. But it looks like where I sprayed the page with fixative, yeah, the pinks and purples have been a bit of an issue because it's sort of down here as well. So where I've sprayed the page with a pastel fixative, it's kind of reacted to the pink and purple colouring pencils that I've used. But I imagine that can be coloured. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, there is that one. And then I also have Rita's stunning new book, Mein Reisedash Asian, and I coloured. This one. So this was for hashtag September Colour Your Hoard 2022. Can you see the sparkle on it? Now that the sun is deciding to peep out through the clouds, you might be able to pick up the glitter on it a little bit better. So on this page I used my Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürers to base the majority of the page, and then I used my Faber-Castell Polychromos and Caran d'Ache Luminance in the colour Buff Titanium for all of the pencil work. The Buff Titanium was used to sort of blend the colours together, especially here on the background with the sky, because that was quite a lot of layers. I have used some fine liners just for little, little bits and pieces on the clouds, on the hot air balloon. Then I have used Jelly Roll White and Stardust. So the white is just some little dots here in the background and some highlights on the balloons. Gorgeous. And the Stardust is for some of the accents on the balloons as well. Uniball Signo Metallic Gel Pen. So that'll be like the stars up here, the gold accents, the anchor, this sort of beautiful, oh, I'm off camera, I'm so sorry, this beautiful sort of bronzy colour here for the wheel, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, which is this gorgeous sort of turquoisey blue-green that we have on there. And then on the water here, I used my Stencils glitter gel in the, not glitter gel, glitter glue in the colour Waterfall. So we've got some sparkle there. Then I used Nouveau Pure Sheen Confetti in the colour Sweet Peach Circles, which are up here. I tried adding them to the rays of the sun there. That's the first time I've ever used them. And then pan pastels in the colour Orange Tint, which was for this bit here behind, the peach circles for the the glow from the sun as well. So that's my first page in Mein Riser Dash Asian. Really, really beautiful. Stunning book. So there's that one. Next, I coloured my first page in Grains of Gold by Hannah Carlson. I've had this book for quite a while. Here she is. So I coloured this steampunk lady, and I think she looks really cool. I didn't have a clue what to do with the background, so for now I have just left it plain. This was done with Crayola Super Tips, Polychromos, black jelly roll glaze. There's some Uniball Signo metallic on there, and then here on the goggles I have used Calero watercolour paint, and I think this was in the colour Basilisk, I think. So yeah, I really like that. I love the green hair with the brown hat. I just think that's really, really cool. You see the black jelly roll glaze on there as well. So there is that one. Next is Tales from the City Amongst the Stars by Hannah Carlson. We did vote on a page in here. Which one is it? This one that we are going to be doing as a colour along on the channel, this page here, but I just didn't get to it because of everything that's been happening at home. I coloured and this one, and yeah, so many things went wrong with this page, and I'm not happy with it at all. So I used Castle Art pencils and Prismacolor pencils for the bird, for all the pencil work there. I used a regular black jelly roll just for some really tiny little details on here. I used a black Posca and this turquoise Posca here. This was part of the page that needed to be saved, so the turquoise Posca. Done that. Arteza Glitter Plus gel pen in the colour turquoise, which is what you see here on the bird, and then the glittery pink is metallic, Pentel dual metallic hybrid. Black jelly roll glaze for some little bits and pieces on there as well. Uniball Signo metallic gold, silver and bronze, which we use for the cogs and things up here. I used Arteza metallic acrylic paint. Now I had coloured the black background black with a Posca pen, and then I knew the kind of effect I wanted to try and achieve with the metallic paint, and it just wasn't happening. So I then ended up with something different than I wanted. But that was okay. It, you know, it kind of tied in. It was all right. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. Then I went in with my Winsor & Newton's designer gouache in permanent white, just for these little dots here, which took forever to dry. It was a nightmare. But where I think that the last thing that could go wrong did go wrong for me, and I couldn't fix it, was that I wanted to put loose glitter, the Nouveau loose glitter in the colour light gold, on these stars here in the background. Now, as you can see, for most of them, it was fine. But the ones where the stars were on the acrylic paint, I put the glue on, that was fine. But as soon as I added the glitter, it just sort of went meh, and they just don't even look like stars anymore. And for that reason, I'm really gutted, because I love that page. So I do have a whip in here as well. I've just seen it. There she is. That's a whip at the moment. But yeah, I'm not thrilled with that page. I'm really upset actually, because I love this book. But it is what it is. Okay, next we have Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsopanagi, and I coloured this one. So pleased with how this turned out. The only thing is that the page ripped a little bit, so I need to get some tape or something on that. So this was done with fine liners, Faber-Castell Polychromos colouring pencils, which I used for the leaves and sort of like these larger sections on him and his eye. And then we've got some Jelly Roll Metallic, which we've got in the middle of the green leaves here, and sort of on these bigger spots on him. If I can try and hit the light properly. I used, it says I used Posca. Oh, I did, yeah. There was little, I don't know if you can see, there's like little yellow specks of Posca that I put on. Arteza Glitter Plus gel pen, which is the turquoisey blue on him. Prismacolor Premier pencils, which were the yellow orange blend here and in his eye. Black Jelly Roll Glaze, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. For the background I used Memento inks, and then I used a water brush to sort of flick water on it, but where the page was sort of slanted, I've got like, instead of blobs, I've got sort of like streaks here, but that's all right. Some Castle Art pencils, which they could be anywhere on here, I'm not sure. And then I also flicked some Calero watercolour on the background as well. So again, if I can catch the light with it. You might be able to see it, but yeah, this was very very time consuming, because I coloured every little individual thing on him with fine liners, so that's what took the time. But I really like how he turned out. I just need to fix the bottom here, and I've got a bit of sort of ink transfer and paint here, but that's all right. I can do a similar background on this page. So there is that one. And then last but not least, I have Mythographic Paradise by Fabiana Attanasio. Now this was a body colour with the beautiful Johanna from JoJo's Ohana here on YouTube and Amanda Downey from Instagram. So I just want to say thank you ladies so much for being so incredibly patient with me. I messed up in the beginning and I started a different page from a different mythographic book, which wasn't the one we had planned. yeah, I was really scatterbrained anyway. I did manage to finally get this one finished, and it was this one. Let's put the lamp back on again. So this is my completed body colour page, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So on this one I used Crayola Super Tips to base the majority of the books. I used black Posca pen for the background, and then for the pencil work I used a mixture of my Polychromos, my Caran d'Ache Luminance and Castle Art pencils. I do think there was a little bit of Holbein thrown in as well for the brown books, I believe. Then I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the colour Silver, and that was for these sort of like wispy bits here in the background. I used Uniball Signo Metallic Gold and Silver for details on the books, and as you can see I did write on some of the books. So this one is Harry Potter, this one is Spells, and then I wrote the ladies' names here. So we've got Amanda on this book, Johanna on that one. This one is Memoirs of a Geisha. I love the movie. Mythographic, because that's a page we're body colouring from. This one I've just written body colour on here, and then friendship there. And then I used Nouveau Pure Sheen Confetti in Bluebell Hearts and just added a few of those to the bottom of her dress for a bit of shimmer and a bit of interest. And then around the edge I had this really lovely black and gold washi tape that I found in my jar, and I just thought, do you know what, if this is like a fancy library and she's, you know, like a little fairy or something of the sort, then I just thought that this would just look really lovely and like the kind of thing you would maybe find on the binding of a book, or the spine of a book, should I say. So yeah, there is that one. So a great big thank you so much to Johanna and Amanda for this buddy colour and for bearing with me. I'm so sorry it took me so long, but I really appreciate it, and I hope that we can all do a buddy colour together again really soon. So that was it, my love. That was finally my completed pages video for the month of September. Now in about 5 days we will also have my October completed pages, so 2 of those videos in a week. You're spoiled, but this one is very much overdue, so I do hope that you have enjoyed it. And I would just like to say to everyone who has sent me messages and just sort of checked in recently with everything that's been going on, I truly appreciate it. It hasn't gone unnoticed, and yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone so much for your patience. This year has kind of been rough, to be honest, for me with YouTube, just because of a lot of things happening home life wise, but yeah, fingers crossed next year will be better. But my priority for my next video is going to be a colour and chat from a Carla Morgana book, because October is all about Halloween, and I've been absent for pretty much all of it. So what I might do is speak to Carla and Shalene, who I co-host with, and just ask them if they would, you know, be okay with me maybe carrying over to November as well, because that is got to be, I think, in my top, yeah, well, no, actually it is my favourite colour along of the year. I always look forward to Halloween, so the fact that this year has sort of been a bit of a washout is it's it's been a thing. So I'm laughing at Arlo. He's just sort of got under the little shelf thing on the desk. But yeah, hopefully I can get that filmed and out to you really, really soon. I thoroughly hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video and spend time with me. I very much appreciate it. Take care, stay safe my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.